What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I almost let June pass by me without doing a favorites video, and as some of you may know, I do a favorites video every other month, so this is going to be covering the months of April and May. I might have already done April, so maybe May and June. Either way, these are my current favorite products, as well as some of my favorite movies, TV shows, and music that I've been into for the past month or so. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, I'm gonna start with the entertainment stuff. So my favorite movie, I finally got to see COCO. You guys, that movie had me in tears right from the beginning when they're playing. You know how every Disney movie starts with the Disney castle and the Disney song, the theme song playing? For COCO, they did it in mariachi or Mexican style music, and I burst into tears. Not hysterically crying, but I got teary-eyed, and Kyle's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, I've never heard the Disney song in like a Mexican version. It was, I don't know, something about it just really touched me, and the whole movie was so reminiscent of my childhood. Coco, the little grandma in the movie, reminded me of my grandma from Chihuahua. We call her Mommy the Chihuahua. She passed away recently last year, so that movie reminded me a lot of my grandma from Chihuahua. Rest in peace. And all the little things that they put in there about Mexican culture just made me smile, made me so happy. So I absolutely love that movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it already, especially if you're Mexican. I'm sure it'll touch you the same way it touched me. Favorite TV show, what do I have on here? I'm currently watching Westworld with Kyle. We are addicted. We ran through the first season in a total of 3 days. It's really eerie. My favorite types of shows or movies are ones where the theme revolves around something that could potentially happen in the future, or something that is so fucked up but it can happen. So Westworld, I don't want to give too much away, but it's basically touching on the idea of artificial intelligence and robots and humans, and I think one day artificial intelligence will take over the world, or we will self-destruct with AIs. Favorite music. On my Insta stories, I'm always playing music in the background of my unboxings or during workouts, and a lot of you guys are always asking for the music, and it's usually a pre-made Spotify playlist, or it's from my actual workout playlist on Spotify, the only playlist I have on my account. I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to follow my workout playlist. But right now I am absolutely loving the playlist on Spotify called Summer Vibras, and it's a lot of like reggaeton. They have a lot of like Maluma, J Balvin, stuff like that. It's really good and definitely giving me those summer vibes, so check that out if you like that type of music. It's just really fun. I love it. And now Kyle's always like, are you playing that Mexican music again? And I'm like, yes I am. I just reviewed my last clip, and this brow is giving me feathery vibes today, while this one looks a little more defined and sharp. No sé qué pasó. I want to talk about these three first all together because they are all from ColourPop. These are 3 different eyeshadow palettes. I love ColourPop for their quality and affordable price, so I think these are definitely under $20. And the reason I love these 3 is because I tend to pack these the most when traveling, because the colors in here are very wearable for every day, and they have my go-to eyeshadows in here. The first one is Dream Street by Kathleen Lights. I love this palette because it has some great variation of colors, some greens, a coral. I use this pink a lot, like a lot. Anytime you guys love my makeup and you're like, oh my god, what is it? It's usually this all over my lid with this in the crease. This next one is Give It To Me Straight, and this one has more of a plum theme or variation to it, so you can do like a cranberry eye. And then the last one is called I Think I Love You, and this one has more of those bronzy tones. So between all 3 of these, again, I feel like I'm covered. I can do whatever look I want. I usually, do I pack all 3 usually? I think I usually pack 2, and sometimes if I feel like I'm gonna be very ambitious and outgoing with my makeup, I'll pack all 3. And speaking of Kathleen Lights, this one is actually her recommendation that I learned about through you guys, because I was talking about my struggle with natural deodorants. I had yet to find one that really worked for me. I feel like all natural deodorants, eventually you end up smelling. They don't really work on me, especially when I go to the gym, or I just consider myself to get pretty sweaty after the gym. Like my body stays really hot for a while, and yeah, we're not gonna go into detail for that. But a lot of you guys, when I was talking about natural deodorant on my Insta stories, said, check out Native. Kathleen Lights raved about it. So I decided to pick it up. I got 2 scents. I got coconut vanilla and of course matcha. They do have a matcha scented deodorant. I've been leaning more towards the coconut vanilla because I really truly feel like this one keeps the odor away. I don't feel like I stink by the end of the day. I feel like this actually works. The matcha one doesn't have as strong or as nice of a scent. It feels, or it smells a little more citrusy to me, which is weird for a matcha scent. I don't even know how I would describe what matcha smells like, but to me the deodorant is more towards the citrusy side. So this one is a little more refreshing and it works. It gets a little messy. You can see around the edge of the lid. It's a little bright, but you can see how the deodorant kind of gets caught when you're closing it because it's really creamy. That's the only negative thing I would say about it, but aside from that, I think this is the best natural deodorant I have tried thus far, and I have tried a lot, and I end up throwing a lot of them away because they don't work. The NARS Orgasm Illuminating Loose Powder. This powder is so beautiful. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. So it's a loose illuminator, a part of their new Orgasm line, or newest addition to their Orgasm line, and the color of this on the cheeks as like a base for a matte blush, or if you want a little pop of shimmer on the apples of your cheeks, it's very Chrissy Teigen. I always refer to her when it comes to cheeks because she always has like the perfect amount of glow on the apples of her cheeks. This is the perfect product for it. I love the color of it. Here is a swatch. It's so beautiful. It's almost slightly bronzy. It still has that pink undertone to it. It's also illuminating. I think it is the perfect color for a base on your cheeks or an all over glow. I think if you're darker, it'll work beautifully as an actual highlight. For me, if I try to highlight with this, it comes off very pink on the high points, but on the apples of my cheeks, it is so beautiful. And because it's loose, it's very versatile. I have used it as an inner corner highlight in a previous tutorial, and it is bomb, guys. This next one is Drop Shot by Urban Decay. I have a lot of foundations that are matte or fast drying. I feel like that has been the trend lately. A lot of brands have been coming out with very long wearing matte foundations, and for me, they tend to cake up easily on my skin when I'm trying to blend them out. Maybe I just take a little longer when blending out my foundation. And so I decided to start using this in my matte foundations, and I absolutely love this. It works so well with all the foundations that I've used it with so far. I used it with my Fenty Beauty foundation today. I've used it with Cover FX Power Play. What it does is it just makes the foundation a little more fluid and mobile, so you can actually blend it out, and it shears it out just a bit depending on how much oil you add, but I just feel like it really spreads out the foundation and it doesn't leave you super greasy or oily for some reason, even though it is an oil. I find that it just gives me the nicest coverage, the texture of this. Let me show it to you guys on camera. I've played with other oils that are meant to be mixed with your foundation, and I feel like they're, I don't want to say grainy, they're just very watery and they didn't appeal to me, but this one is, oops, this one is very luxurious. See how thick it is? I love this oil. If you have foundations, or if you want a long wearing foundation but have trouble blending them out, or maybe they don't work on you because you're towards the drier side, give that oil a try. Don't waste your foundation if you can't return it. Get the oil and mix it with a matte foundation, or I always suggest going to Sephora and trying it out, having one of the employees try it on you, because it has made a huge difference with all of my semi-matte and matte foundations. I've been dying to tell you guys about this one here on YouTube because I talk about it all the time on Insta stories. This is Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm by Pharmacy. Holy moly, you guys, this is the best makeup remover on planet Earth. I have tried so many cleansing oils. That is my favorite way to remove makeup. Of course, if you don't like oils or balms to remove your makeup, then this is probably not for you. But for me, I find that a cleansing oil or a balm, like a balm oil like this one, for removing makeup is so gentle. You don't end up tugging or pulling on your skin, especially when you have waterproof mascara that just will not come off. This will get waterproof mascara off of your eyes and without any effort whatsoever. It's a solid, so it makes it really nice to travel with. I usually scoop a lot out and put it into a smaller container to travel with. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks starting on Monday, or I'm probably traveling while you guys are watching this video, so I might just take this whole container. But it's a solid, and as you're applying it to your skin, it just completely melts down and breaks down all of your makeup. And the main thing I look for in a cleansing balm, cleansing oil, is that it completely rinses away with water. I do not like using cleansing oils or balms that require a towel or a tissue or a cotton round to remove your makeup. I'm not gonna mess with that, and that's more trash that I don't even wanna deal with. It has to remove with water with one clean swipe, and afterwards when I pat my skin dry, there better not be any oil or makeup left on my skin. And with this product, that is what you get. Clean skin, no makeup, rinses away with water. What else do I want to tell you guys about this? I still double cleanse. I practice double cleansing, so I always use something like this to remove my makeup, and then I use a separate cleanser. My skincare videos are either already up or they're coming soon. I'm filming a lot of videos at once. I just don't know when they're going up. But I talk about my double cleansing method in my evening skincare routine video. If you guys are interested, check that out. I'll link it up here if the video's already up. And the last product I want to mention is this BRIOGEO Be Kind, or Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado Quinoa Co-Wash. If you have really dry hair like mine, it's not good to deep clean it or wash it every single day. This is essentially a cleansing conditioner, right? It says cleansing conditioner. Do they want to call it a 4-in-1 formula that effectively cleanses, conditions, detangles, and nourishes your hair? So this doesn't contain sulfates, so it's not gonna foam up like crazy, but it works so well at cleansing your hair without drying it out or feeling like you're overwashing your hair. So this is great for those days when your hair is feeling a little dirty, but not to the point where you have like a ton of gel or hairspray in it, but you still want to wash it, but you don't want to overwash it, because overwashing your hair will strip it of its natural oils, which can then lead to damage and further drying out your hair. But this, I mean, it's in the name, Be Gentle, Be Kind. It's so gentle on dry hair. So if you have dry, brittle, textured hair, I highly recommend this as a all-in-one shampoo conditioner. It's really great. And that concludes my favorites for the past 2 months or so. I feel like it was a lot in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what your thoughts are. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, oh, also with every favorites video, if you have any recommendations based off of what I showed you guys in today's video, comment down below as well. And with that said, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.